The promo for the new season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians has been released, and oh my, it looks like it's going to be a very explosive series. Now, it really looks like it's going to be focusing a lot on Kim's pregnancy and also the sort of relationship between the sisters as her sort of pregnancy comes about. And the big one is old Khloe, who, bless her, has been trying to get pregnant for a long time now, and it hasn't hidden the fact that she's been wanting to get pregnant. And obviously now Kim is. Is this going to cause tension between the sisters?
I think in a way it's got to, and I think possibly it already has. Two things, and first of all I'm going to put on my cynical hat. Rows are great for reality TV shows.
Okay.
Viewing figures go up like crazy the minute there's any form of conflict. So I probably would say that they're not going to be playing this one down, and that's when you see people suddenly kicking off and becoming abusive and a bit of swearing, you know, because viewers just love that kind of thing. Having said that, they're still a real family, and sibling rivalry is always deep-rooted. And I think the fact that she's wanted to get pregnant, suddenly her sister, albeit an older sibling, but she's got pregnant, I think that possibly has really got to her. And they're clearly, what's unusual is that they're being so open about it, because normally it would be, you know, that baby voice, oh, isn't it lovely, I'm so pleased you're pregnant, and fuming backstage. But I think that genuinely it's got to her, and the fact that we're seeing all of that, that's part of the honesty that is the Kardashians.
And that's why they're so successful.
Absolutely.
Kim in the finale, when she told Kourtney she was pregnant, said, I'm really nervous about telling Khloe. Is there any way that she could make it easier in sort of talking about it, in enjoying the pregnancy?
Hiding it, which she seems to be doing with her maternity dresses. I've just eaten too much. I'm dressing normally. The more you try, you can't subtly drop it into it, you know, like suddenly I'm coughing pregnant, you know, and hope she hasn't noticed. So I think sit down with her by herself and say, look, you know, I know you're trying to get pregnant. I hope you're happy for me. And maybe don't rub it in too much, you know, but I think possibly befriend her a little bit and get her to join in with it.
No, well, in the promo, they have this line where she swears, Khloe swears at Kim and says, I don't want to get pregnant. Do you know how miserable you are? Do you think that's just a jealousy? Where does that come from?
That's coming from probably the inner 12-year-old, you know, which is that I didn't want that doll anyway. So that's really a very pseudo-infantile voice speaking. I think she'll probably regret that. And hopefully she'll get a little bit more on board. But, you know, again, how many people are that honest? I think most people would feel like that possibly, but you'd maybe think this doesn't sound very good. But they let it all hang out, you know,
really
which
do, don't they?
a part of why we love them probably.
Absolutely. And Kim's talked about how she gets jealous between Kourtney's and Khloe's relationship, as it's quite close. Do you think that will change the dynamics between the sisters now a bit?
There's going to be all sorts of problems, you know. There's going to be disloyalty. You went out with her to choose the baby cot, etc. You know, you're not on my side anymore. I mean, this kind of thing always is a form of kind of sibling relationships, especially with sisters. It's not going to get any better, and I think that each one is going to feel slightly disloyal. Funnily enough, you may find that the two main antagonists end up being the best of mates, and it's the other one that actually gets dropped out of the trio, so it can go in any direction. I don't think Kim's going to lose out ultimately, though. I think she'll end up being embraced. I mean, all she needs to do is scream a lot when she has the baby and everybody will come rallying round.
Very true. Well, I'm sure we'll see it all play out in the next season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.